Cooler really is taking over the game. We have another EZA in the game, this time Metal Cooler, who looks amazing. We do have him rainbowed, we do have him at level 10 links. The hidden potential system was done a bit before the EZA dropped, so it probably needs a little bit of a rework, but I don't think it's too bad. And this is the team we're running him on. We've got him on Goma as my lead. We have a friend, Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler Army. You can actually run him on Deborah's lead and also Baby's. However, the setup just isn't as good. So we've got him here. So his stats are a little bit less than that would be on one of their teams, but we have the units you actually want to run him around. And if you have the new Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler Army, if you have the new Team Turles, Cell Max, of course, that setup is going to go crazy. So we are starting with a 675k attack stat, 361k defense. We are starting with basic effects of 15% HP recovery at the end of turn. That will increase the more we go through his passive. He does start with key +2, 250 attack and defense, have a chance to crit and 50% damage reduction, and then a one-time chance to crit and damage reduction rate of 30%. So on turn 1, he's going to have 80% chance to crit, 80% damage reduction, which is really nice. And then launch an additional attack, there's a 70% chance to become a super attack. So beefed up on turn 1, which is always handy when you're trying to get rotations in order. You know, units are at their weakest, all of that good stuff. I think I'm going to leave Goma in slot 1 because he has Big Bad Bosses. And, well, Big Bad Bosses is probably one of the strongest links in the entire game. So I definitely want that activated. Now let's get him some orbs. We're getting over an 18 key, which is good. He's not too badly linked up. I mean, he's literally missing Nightmare and Auto Regeneration, which isn't too bad. And we're going to see what he does. So on 18 key, he will massively raise attack by 100%, greatly raise defense by 50% for 1 turn. Also does massively lower defense by 80% to enemies. And then on the 12 key, will raise attack by 30% and greatly raise defense by 50% for 1 turn and lower enemies attack by 30%. So we're getting a big attack boost on the 18 key. And then this is where the additionals come in, where we can get those 50% defense raises on the 12 key to kind of really flesh him out. And that's if he really needs it, but you know, it would help. So we are starting with a 30 million attack stat, and this is with no build up, no nothing. And that's not a bad place to start. We've got 8% chance to crit, so he's actually going to do some alright damage as well. 19.9 on the 12. Again, 80% chance to crit, so again, he's actually going to do some type of damage, even though he's got no build up whatsoever. Only a normal, but we still critted. Would have been nice if we did get an additional super. This is why I primarily focused on additionals for him, because, I mean, well, he has one built in, and then he's got crit built in, and then it's kind of like, you don't really want him to have dodge because of the revival. So, just mainly focused on additional for him. So when HP is 80% or less, which of course it isn't, we will recover 10% HP. So already, if you were to go below 80% HP with the 15% from your basic effect, and then that from 80% HP or less, that's already 25% HP that the Fizz Metal Cooler EZA will be healing at the end of a turn. Then when attacking for the first time, the more HP remaining, the greater the attack boost within the turn, up to 200%. So the way that is worded, what that means is his first attack in a turn, because this isn't one time, this is permanent. His first initial attack, as long as you have the more HP, the greater the attack boost, you will get closer, if not the full 200%. That only applies on his initial attack, which, to be fair, isn't too bad when you consider the first attack he's going to do is going to be an 18 key super attack. So it kind of works out perfectly. They work hand in hand. This is actually a pretty good rotation. We've got both Final Form Coolers. We've got the Super EZA support, and we've got Metal Cooler Army. I do actually want Metal Cooler Army next to Metal Cooler, which I think would be a great rotation. I don't think we need to have them together. It would be a good rotation. We are almost dead, right? This team actually doesn't have that much health. I think we're almost dead already. Are we one of those, like, if I sneeze, I die? Almost. I was thinking more towards 1% HP, but maybe we could survive with that. I mean, I'm sure we could. I mean, this team has a bit of healing on it with the Metal Cooler, so that actually kind of helps us, actually. Have his healing in demonstration. Then when receiving attack for the first damage, of course, he took like, what, 2, 3, I think? The more HP remaining, the greater defense boost within the turn, up to 200%. So again, the same way the attack works. The first initial attack that Metal Cooler takes, and again, this is permanent, he will have the greater the defense boost up to 200%. So either somewhere near that or guaranteed that the full 200%, which of course we pretty much did have. So we had the full attack boost and defense boost on turn 1. Then after receiving an attack, which we did see on his build up, he does recover 10% HP at the end of turn. So already we went below 80%, so we recovered 25% HP at the end of turn. Well, not end of turn, because he gets 15% at the start, you get 10% at the end. I mean, all in all, in one turn, especially if you drop below 80% HP or less, he could actually recover 35% HP at least in one turn. 15 at the beginning, 10% if HP is 8% or less, then another 10 at the end. So he's constantly fluctuating healing throughout the entire rotation. Do we survive this? I don't actually know. We do. Of course, I mean, it's Meta Cooler Army, of course we do. But yeah, he's constantly fluctuating healing throughout the team, which is great, especially for those no item runs. You know, when you're restricted, when you don't have healing capabilities. And especially because not only does he have healing, which is great anyway, just for no item runs, but he also has a revival, which, apart from enemy scouters, to me, is one of the strongest team abilities you can have in the whole game. That and scouters are up there. Scouters the most important, then you've got revivals. Like, they are so handy. And even the adjustment they made to the revival on Meta Cooler as well is just mwah, chef's kiss. But after receiving an attack as well, he does build up Key +4, which happens one time, but he keeps an 100% attack and defense, which again happens one time, but he keeps. So he should be a little bit stronger this time around. I'm a little bit stronger this time around. So we do have some build up, and build up indeed. 1.55 on the attack, 939k defense. We also do have these guys support. I did purposely bring them for that reason, to be a slot 3 unit, but we have taken a massive bit of build up. And don't forget, we have a revival, so I could probably just try and force it right now. But the perfect thing about it is, which I'm pretty sure they've changed, I could very well be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they've changed it, of he doesn't actually have to be the one to die. But then again, I'm pretty sure it was him. I'm pretty sure it was him who had to die initially to trigger his revival. But we do actually have that ready, which we might as well force because, well, he gets better. So we're going to avoid all of those orbs, and we're going to hope the Meta Cooler Army, not Meta Cooler Army, Meta Cooler dies, which I'm sure he would. Or he could... I forgot he had the nullification. I forgot he had the nullification. Even better. Oh, I forgot he had that. I completely forgot he had the nullification. Fair. Fair. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about him being able to nullify Goku. Well, there you go. When receiving an unarmed super attack, which that is, he has a 70% chance to nullify it, and then he will have guaranteed nullification if the revival skill has been activated, which we don't even have yet. But 70% chance of nullifying an unarmed super attack, along with all the damage reduction he's got and stats, it's pretty juiced up as well. It's pretty beefy. And then again, having a revival on top of all of that to help the team out, and the healing. This Meta Cooler is just providing so much, and he already goes on a very stacked team with the best units in the game, with the best unit in the game. Like, at the moment, like, movie bosses and terrifying conquerors are just untouchable. And they're just out here dodging. Fair. Fair. What a rotation. If this was like a proper clutch run, what a rotation. What a rotation. Honestly. I mean, already just for that, this EZA is phenomenal. It is phenomenal, and I mean that fully. This EZA is phenomenal. If only I had the Meta Cooler Army to go with, it would actually just be perfect. Like, I might as well play that Homelander meme. Like, it would be perfect. Everything was perfect. Just perfect. Down to the last minute detail. It was perfect. We're still alive. I really expected to die there, but we're still alive. I don't know how much health we have, but it can't be a lot, right? We have 7% HP. We have even less than we did the other turn. So far, I'm impressed. So far, I'm very impressed. We haven't even unlocked his full potential yet because we haven't triggered his revival. So he still needs to get better. That's the funny thing. He still will get better. But for what he's doing already, like, sure, his number is a little bit low. You know, he's only doing like just over 30 mil, even on an 18 key, 100% attack raise. But still, with all the crit he has, I know we've lost the extra 30%, but with the at least 50% chance crit like he has, along with the few supers he has, he's still doing some solid-ish damage. But again, we still haven't reached his full potential because we still need to trigger that revival. But already he's doing so well. You know, he had all that crit chance, all that damage reduction. Now he's got less, but he's still doing well. He's still got the HP recovery. You know, he's still got the 70% chance to nullify unarmed super attacks. It's just good. It's just good. Oh, we're definitely dead there. Damn.
Besting me will take all you can muster. Even then, I'll only be resurrected with more strength than before. Put simply, you'll never defeat me.
Honestly, that is one of the best changes they've actually made to Metacooler's EZA, is making it so the revival can be triggered by anyone. Insane change. But now, since we have triggered the revival, we now have 200% attack, an extra 100% defense, and guaranteed guard to go with our 50% damage reduction and all of our healing and 70% chance nullification on super attacks as well. Don't forget, because we have triggered the revival, we do have a guaranteed nullification this turn. So not only that as well, we do have 15% damage reduction before attacking starting from the next turn. So Cooler now kind of has some slot 1 capabilities. 1.36 on attack, 608k defense. We do have the support from this Cooler as well. The reason why it's probably that low is I don't think he's really got any build up, because I literally just forced the revival as soon as I could, and now here we are. But we have a guaranteed nullification in slot 1. Yeah, there's some build up. 82 mil post revival. Bearing in mind, I don't think you guys have seen it because I was coming back into this. I've seen Cooler do 30 mil post revival. I've seen him get towards, I think, 50 mil post revival. Perfectly linked up with everyone, which was Dokkan Fest Metacooler Army. No additional supers, by the way. That's a bit dead. With Metacooler Army and the LR Final Form Cooler. So you're ranging from 30 mil to built up post revival 50 mil. This is all rainbowed, by the way, of course. And then post revival over 80 mil. What a jump. What a jump. And now, depending on what event you're doing, on who you're facing, you kind of have some slot 1 capabilities. You know, you have that 50% damage reduction, you have the guard, and if you're facing unarmed super attacks, especially post revival, we have all the extra stats, the build up done. You have guaranteed nullification as well. So normals, he should be fine with. Especially now when with all the support flowing through the team, and I don't even have that much. You can have more. Especially with the domains, if you have LR Team Turles, or not Team Turles, LR Tech Turles, and then also LR Cell Max. And that's even more damage. That 60% will go crazy on him. And then again, you also have the healing to go with, if need be. Like, it's not loads and loads, but it helps. It's noticeable. I know I say this a lot, but dare I say, I'm not going to say the best, not quite yet. But maybe because of the team he goes on. But dare I say that this EZA Fizz Metacooler is one of the best EZAs in the whole game. I actually think he is. You know, he goes on like the strongest team in the game. Probably 2 of the strongest teams in the game. Links very well, like almost perfectly, barring like legendary power, with one of the best units in the entire game. And then not only that as well, he then also, do you know what, I'm not even going to take the risk. I'm not actually going to take the risk because I want one final turn with Cooler and I'm going to make sure I get it. I'm not taking a risk. But then not only that, he's doing so much for the team. You've got a revival, which again, I think is one of the best changes they've made to his whole EZA, of making it so that anyone can be the one to die to trigger the revival. But he's also got a revival anyway, which, as I said, is up there. Not quite as strong, but up there with Scouters for team abilities. He's got healing, which, as I said, will add up. He's got damage. He's got solid defense. He's got the chance to nullify unarmed super attacks. Yes, it's unarmed. Normal super attacks will hit him or beams will hit him. But even just having that is still an extra added benefit, an extra bonus. Especially having a guaranteed nullification post-revival. And he also has guard, if I didn't mention that. And we're still yet to use his active skill as well. And then not to mention, movie bosses, Terrifying Conquerors, they have so much support flowing through their team now. You've got Super EZA Final Form Cooler. You've got Turles. You've got the LR Turles. You've got the domain from him. You've got the domain from Cell Max. Like, the teams he goes on are stacked. Like pancakes, bro. Pancakes. Stacked. I think he has to be one of the best EZAs in the game. And I don't think it's close. I don't know about the best, but definitely one of the best. So right now, yeah, 2.76 over a milli defense. Don't forget that's with 50% damage reduction and guard, and then 65 if you put him in slot 1. We're going to pop his active skill, which can be activated starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle if the character receives an attack 7 or more times in battle, which, I mean, isn't difficult at all. Or as soon as you trigger his revival, his active skill is ready. We're going to greatly raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage, and recover 30% HP as well. So even more healing. But let's pop this active skill.
I'll drain every bit of your life force. Splendid. I'll take as much as I please.
That's a lot of damage as well. A lot of damage as well. Fair. Fair. And he's got a great active skill. Not only is the active skill doing some really good damage, but he's also healing from it on top of it. This is basically the updated version of the active skill we just did. But he's also got healing on top of it as well. And I said it's really not difficult to activate. Like, turn 5's not bad. You can get 7 attacks quite easily in difficult content. But then not only that as well, if you trigger the revival early, you've got that ready. Like, that's ready to go. Also, which orbs do you need to dodge? I always forget because, you know, I don't actually have you. We need AGL keys for this to get 25% chance to dodge. That's a little bit annoying. I mean, hopefully he dodges. I mean, we've seen Metacooler at his best. We just haven't seen him on active skill turn. But he's one of the best EZAs in the game. And I say that wholeheartedly. I think that is a guaranteed spot for him. Really? You dodge the normal, don't dodge the super attack. Typical Dokkan. Typical Dokkan. But honestly, it's just more of the same. I think this EZA is insane. He's doing so much for an already amazing stacked team. He runs with one of the best teams and units in the whole game. The revival is great, especially now that it doesn't have to be him to die. Good damage, great defense, nullification to boot, and healing. One of the best EZAs in the game. One of the best EZAs in the game. And I don't think it's close. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care of the rest of your day. And peace.